Jackie with a Q. What's going on? Hope you're making it happen for yourself, and I hope you're having a marvelous Monday. Okay? I want to talk about love after lockup. Now, listen, initially, and it still is, but in an odd kind of way, it was an interesting, captivating type of show. But the more I watch it, the more I realize it's pitiful, right? I personally, we single. There's a lot of desperation going on. I just ain't picking out the penitentiary pool. But if that's what you do, that's what you do. But let me say this. For all the ladies who's thinking about being a penitentiary pen pal and going to pick your man up out the joint that you don't know, the stranger dude, listen, when he gets out, I'm speaking on behalf of the prisoners, man, male or female. When they get out, they can't be a husband, wife, parent, none of the things that you need when they first get out. They cannot. Even though I know they telling you over the phone, baby, I got you, I'm going to do this, this, and that, and we going to do this, and that, and it's going to be me and you against the world. Yeah, that's what they say. And they may mean that. But the reality of it is they can't. That is why there are halfway houses. There's a reason for things put in place for inmates or ex-inmates, because they need a lot of therapy. They need a lot of help mentally, right? They got to come out in the world, and especially these guys that have been gone 15, 16, 17, 18. First of all, the world has changed. Secondly, their mindset is still at whatever age they were when they went in. I don't know if everybody understands that. Their mind has not grown and evolved because they've been sitting in one place. Now then, if they've been reading and doing all the things, and, maybe they'll be all right. But mostly, these dudes that we seeing, they should have went to rehab. And the ladies be like, no, I want you to be with me. They all are interested in one thing. Sex. Like, you waited 5 years, 10 years, 4 years, 3 years, married the man and did all this, and that's because of sex. It's people out here to give you sex, right? And I think it's a disservice to anybody that's getting out the penitentiary and they don't have a support group and somebody's looking at them to be the leader and get things cracking, because they can't. They cannot, right? And a lot of times the mothers want to take them, and I'm going to say this. Yes, we talking about the men. They grown men, but they do need their mother. They do need, if she's positive. Now, some of these mamas we don't see on here, child. But if they're positive, and that's what I'm talking, this is the reason why I'm talking about two couples today. That's Teenie and Rob and Troy and Zariah. Both of their mamas is out of pocket. Both of their mamas is out of pocket. I don't care what nobody say. Their mamas is out of pocket. We're going to start with Teenie and Rob. Now, he done did 16, 17 years. He looks good. He sounds good. But the fact remains, like you said, he has social anxiety. He's been just right here, and now it's all of this available to him, right? They got to get used to that. Trust me, they have to get used to that. They have to get used to people, crowds, things moving. And, to people who ain't ever been, you're like, what? They have to get used to those things, first of all. They have to figure out how they're going to make it in the world. Now, I believe they haven't said it lately, but when they first introduced Rob, him and his brother had a business. This is why he was able to look out for Teenie. I think him and Teenie married, right? I think they married. But I'm not going to talk about the whole aspect of Teenie and Rob today. I'm going to talk about the mama. We're talking about the mamas of the love after lockup people, right? His mother seems to think that he is her man. Now, I know there's a backstory that we do not know, and I think in my mind that the backstory is Rob and his brother got a business, and they must be doing pretty well because they've been looking out for Teenie and taking care of her and the household and the kids and this and that, right? And Mama want a part of that. And some kind of way, Rob got mad at his mom and cut off communication, probably cut off money. I don't know. But when we first met the mother, for her to say, look what you driving. We're not in competition, sis. You're not the baby mama. You're not the side piece. You're not the ex-girlfriend. You're his mama. And I'm speaking from as a mother of two grown sons. and I see this happen a lot, but you have to let your sons go. Whatever they're doing, they have to do. You are not their priority anymore. You are not their priority. Their woman and their family is. I remember I tell one of my girlfriends, her son, and they were close. Her son lived with his girlfriend. Girlfriend moved in, and then she moved in and was trying to run the house. I said, you can't do that. You got to sit back and fall back and just watch what happens. You can't do that because, first of all, you're not doing the things to him that she doing. There ain't no competition. You his mama, he love you. But she doing all the things, right? And this mother, Rob's mama, she purposely came to the welcome home celebration late. She wanted to make an interest. Them big old knock knees. She wanted them twisted up legs. She wanted to come make an interest. I could tell in her walk that she was coming with the ish. She was coming with the ish, right? Now, again, I understand you want some help, but that Rob is your son. And he's been gone 16, 17 years. And of course, he's going to look out for the woman that's doing things to and for him. And that has held him down for the last 5 years, I think, that he's been in there, right? They say mama only came to see it once. And I know it could be hard. You know, I done told my sons, if you go, you there. I'm gonna see you when you get out, right? My older son did go when he was young. I'll see you when you get out, sir. Because I told you they had a place for you. If you keep doing the things you do, they got a spot for you. And I got other kids to take care of, right? And you're not gonna bog me down with the phone calls, the high bills from the phone calls, sending the box, sending the money, putting money on your books and all that. You have to put your hustle hat on like you did outside. But anyway, that's another story. His mother seems to think that Rob owes her something, and Teeny is preventing that. And Teeny told her before, that's between you and Rob. But you must understand, when a man takes a wife, that's his family, right? And the mother, I didn't like her conversation and the way she spoke. Now, did Teeny go off too quickly? We can say, yeah, but we don't know what was said before the cameras rolled. And I'm sure it was some things said and done before the camera rolled. I'm positive. Or she wouldn't act like that. And she wouldn't have got down and looked in his mama's face and said, what you say, or whatever it was she said to her, right? They was trying to have a nice afternoon. This is my mama, meet my mama, this is her mom. You know, they were trying to have a nice thing. Because the way it appears with Rob and Teeny, which I don't agree with, but if it worked for them, it worked for them. And she incorporated her children with him early on, I guess. I just would not have done that. I would not have. My kids wouldn't have known about prison and penitentiary. They wouldn't have known any of that, right? But you know, everybody's different. They wouldn't be calling him daddy, right? But that's what makes me think he's doing a lot financially. But again, these women want them to come home and just boom, be regular. They're not regular. They're quite irregular. Matter of fact, they are not regular. They need a support group. They may have to sit a minute. You know, even though a lot of dudes hit the ground running, but if your mind ain't right, like Arthur, you got to sit down for a minute. You can't be made to do this, and that. You got to sit down and get yourself together, get some therapy, get some healing, talk to somebody. And I believe in the halfway house. I believe in the halfway house because that allows you to only think about you, get up, go to work, come back home. You give the halfway house some of your money, and, you know, they hold it for you, well, however it goes, something like that. I don't know. I ain't never been, but that's what I've been told. So you need that. You need to start just feeling good about yourself. And so just take it to the basics. I'm going to get up every day and go to work. That's it. That's my only concern. Get up every day and go to work. They ain't got time to worry about the kids. Pick the kids up. What we going to eat for dinner. How we going to pay these bills. What we going to do. They need to focus and work on them. So anybody interested in think you're going, because, you know, there's some others on the show I could talk about. But, like the one girl, I don't know her name right now, so I'm not going to talk about it right now. I think it's Brittany, but she with the dude with the childbearing hips. That her and her cousin tussling over, right? And you know, you got to get the kids. You got daddy duties. Like, he don't even know them people, right? Listen. Anyway, Rob's mom was wrong. Now, they got into a tussle. And it looked like, I don't know, because they didn't show it, that Teeny might have slapped the taste out of Mama's mouth or did something, right? It looked like, because she was down, she was in the position of, I'm about to slap you. I don't know what happened, but that's what I'm saying. She was in the position of, I'm about to slap you, right? and they had Rob rolling all around on the ground and so on and so forth. Like, it was a mess. It was a mess. And so, but Mama came for that. Her energy was, I'm coming to F something up. That was her energy. I was seeing her when she walked through. That was her energy, right? Mothers have to understand, all mothers, when your son is grown, unless he's wealthy, he has to take care of that household that he in. Yeah, you're going to ask, because I asked my sons for money, but you got to, they say no, they ain't got it, or they got a little bit, then that's it. That's it. You can't be mad at the girlfriend, mad at the fiance, mad at the wife. You cannot do that. His responsibility is to where he's staying and laying. That's his responsibility, where he's staying and laying. Any extras? Okay, we'll see about Mama getting a little bit. So his mother been getting on my nerves. I didn't like the way his mother, when she first met Teeny, they were sitting down and she had attitude and she was talking about the ex-girlfriend. He ain't with her no more. You know, and a lot of family members can't let go of the ex. He done let her go. You got to let her go. And in reality, it's more healthy for everybody involved to cut ties. You love them people, but it's healthier to cut ties. I know this from experience. You can love them people, you reach out every now and then, but just the constant being around, that's too much on your mental, and maybe on theirs too if they love you, because then they get attached and attracted, and Susie Q come along, they ain't gonna really like her that much, somebody, you know, so it's best to just cut the ties. That's what it's, you know, but Mama, she came in there with that, and like I said, we don't know the backstory, but I'm assuming the backstory is Robin looking out heavily. Because the lady, Teeny don't work, I don't believe. So whatever the business is, she's been profiting from it, and Mama ain't seeing it. She not seeing that, right? Another mama that is, she embarrassed me. I got secondhand embarrassed from watching her, right? Is Troy's mama. Now the Troy Zariah situation is all crazy to me. All the parties involved. But we're gonna talk about Troy. He did not need to just step into. This girl wanted him to be a father, a husband, and a CEO. He can't do that right now. He can't do that. His brain is not at full function, right? So his mama come and just wreck it. Just wreck everything. Just wreck it. Acting ignorant. Mama acting ignorant, right? She might be a good time when she's sitting at the bar in the backyard barbecue. But she came to their house and just wrecked it. Then kept calling the baby mom. What you keep calling her for? Telling her what's going on in his house. What you keep doing that for? She was out of order. Troy's mom was out of order. Out of order, right? I didn't like that. And then now she's been talking on social media, talking to bloggers and YouTubers and carrying on, right? Telling their business. Then she telling their business. That's a violation, Mama. Whatever them people doing in their house, that's their house, and that's you. If you know, you're supposed to keep it. Even if it ain't their house. She said a girl come over, and she just said they like. Troy likes to be in a poly relationship, and Zariah might be bisexual, whatever the terms that we using today, right? But Mama went on a blog. I saw on YouTube somebody was interviewing her, Zooming her, FaceTiming, and told all their business. And I ain't like her because she had unalived somebody. But, you know, not really on purpose, but she, with the car, you know, she just talking and talking and talking and talking too much. And you know what I didn't like about Mama? That's how I know she was evil. When they took her to church to meet the family. Now, Zariah's family is a quirky bunch. Zariah, her mama, and Daddy is a quirky, odd bunch, right? But I do believe the mother and father have good intentions and got a good heart. He a pastor. He a preacher man, right? They tried to accept them. I'm going to use that word. They tried to accept them. Mama just cut up, just clowned. And that's because, I'm going to tell y'all why she clowned. Because y'all know I do psychology on the side. Mama clowned because she felt inferior to them. That's why she clowned. Instead of just getting in where you fit in, she felt inferior to them. So she clowned out and acted out just like a kid. I don't want to get out the car and open the window, let's go. He trying to meet his future people. Well, they already married. He trying to meet his in-laws, right? And they was trying to embrace and accept him and her. She clowns so bad. And you on YouTube telling all the business. You out of order, Troy Mama. Troy Mama, whatever her name is. I don't know what her name is. I'm calling her Buttercup. I don't know what her name is. It just came in my head. I don't know what her name is. But you out of order, ma'am. You out of order. Speaking mother to mother, you out of order. You out of order. Way out of order. And that adds to his to his nerves. I don't know what other word to use right now. It's between Zariah and her crazy self and controlling stuff. You got to let the man be a man. You got don't pick him if you can't let him be. If he ain't man enough and can't run the ship, don't pick him. And you telling him get out my house. So how is he supposed to feel like that's his house and y'all married? And he ain't got nowhere to put his clothes. And mama just sitting right there listening, reporting it back to everybody she can report it back to, right? Joy Mama, you out of order, right? Like I said, this show was very entertaining, but now it's kind of getting, I don't want to say distasteful, but it's just sad, really. It's sad, right? Because this shows the desperation for women and men to be in a relationship. That you first of all gonna pick somebody to come out the place and then expect them to just be right there. They have to reintegrate into society at a little slower pace than what you going at, right? I feel sorry for Troy because a lot of times you put all that pressure on them and then they resort to doing things that what they know how to do because that's more comfortable for them. Then they end up back in the penitentiary. Gotta let them. You gotta ease them into it. Gotta ease them into it, right? And then these people are getting these people out. I guess they saved up their PPPs now because the ride telling Troy she ain't got no money. First of all, how y'all got the business? So you say, got the T-shirts and made him captain of the team, whatever he was called, and then you got in that same breath. You said we ain't got no money. Now that's pressure on a man. That is pressure. And he told her, well, look like I'm about to go back to the streets. And Troy don't seem that bright. He don't probably know how to do that, Don't take a genius to do that, right? But you applying pressure. That's what's wrong with Arthur. Hope was applying too much pressure. You can't apply that much pressure on them. They can't handle that right now. They can't handle that. And you do them a disservice, and it's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. They need to come out, get some therapy. They need to just go to a halfway house. I know nobody want to be back in jail, but for the betterment of yourself in the long run, and you need to get some help before you step all the way out there. That's all I'm saying, y'all. Anyway, this is your girl, Jackie with a Q. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And catch my live. This week I'm going live every night. So catch my live tonight at 7. Okay?